Talk about this amazing iron being made for the first time in the history of the United States of America. We're making these irons on American soil now. Made in the USA, all right? That's how we're going to make this thing happen, guys. We're never going to thrive, make this economy thrive unless we buy American. We rose to the occasion. Yes, we did it. They asked us to bring jobs back, we brought them back. Right here. Like Rocky was saying earlier, we also make our own stuff. I mean, all of our shampoos, everything. We're the only company in the world that makes its own aerosols. We have a factory that makes their own aerosol right there in Houston, Texas. If you're ever in the area and want to come tour the factory, just let us know. We'd love to show you. It's really cool. Buy American, exactly. But first, more people need to make it here in America. That's what's happening. We're the only ones in the world that are making everything right here on American soil. You know, everything. Look at this. It's amazing. Not only that, but look at the technology involved. All right, you got the LED screen. How many times you ever left the house and you got about halfway to work and you go, did I cut my iron off? Right? You can program it to cut off by itself. So you'll have peace of mind when you're leaving. Okay? We have the original and we have the 4 button. They're both amazing. And I think right now, I want to say the original is $89, which is a ridiculous price. And by the way, this is the first time in 10 years that you'll ever see the prices this low. Okay? And that was our gift to you to boost our own economy. So that you guys can get it in your hand for a lesser price, sell it for more money, and put more money in your pocket. That's the whole theory behind that. Rock?
All right, guys, I'm just going in. Already prepped her. Went in with a little keratin mist to moisten the hair again. It's going to slide through. We all know keratin's going to do what? Fortify the hair, make it healthier, right? So I might as well, if I'm going to wet her down, do something, one, I can sell them, and two, that there's a benefit for, right? So I'm going to go ahead and lock in the wetness with that. Now, if we were in the salon, if I was in the salon, I'm going to grab Silk Infusion right now and work through the hair, right? But since I'm on stage, I'm always doing this. So if I use this right now, you're getting stuck, bro, okay? So, since we're friends, I'm not going to stick you with my shear. So what I'm going to do is grab some Shine Infusion. And the reason I'm doing this, I still can work the silk through the hair, get the condition I need, but what else? Now my hands are not what? Slick. In the salon, I always put Silk Infusion in. Magnified volume, spray foam, and then blow dry. Then when I'm ready to chi iron, I come back with Shine Infusion afterwards again, because it spreads out through the hair real even, right? So I usually use silk on damp, and silk therapy or Silk Infusion on damp hair, blow dry it in, and I always come back with Shine Infusion, because then I got nice smoothness to go in with my chi iron to drive in the hair. So right now, guys, all I'm doing is I'm going through shear over comb. Because when you use clippers, what happens is it's a solid cut, right? Which also makes it a little bit more manly. So I can still give her a short, peeled, real short haircut, but when I do shear over comb, it's a little softer. All right? Also, if you guys use guards, I don't care if you're new or not, take your guards on your clippers and throw them away. Okay? You guys are professionals, you don't need guards. Because also, think about this, what's a guard do? Keeps your head this far, this long, right? From the point of the head. How many people's heads are flat? How many people have a bump back here? How many people have a bump here? Right? So every time you run across that with the guard, what happens? That hair's longer than the hair below and above it. Right? That's not how you cut hair. Use your comb and your clipper together. When you guys do clipper over comb, now you're creating yarn again, and you're making the haircut fit their head. You're not just going and peeling it. Plus, when people see you use a guard, do they think you're as professional as if they see you do it the other way? Not a chance, guys. Not a chance, okay? You don't need the guards. You guys are pros. If I can do it with my shear, I know you can do it with your clipper, right? This is a lot harder.
Okay, we're going to take this back off. I don't think it's doing anything for her. You want to know the truth, right? I mean, I told her backstage, I go, she's so beautiful, but then, you know, all of it, yeah, actually this shape is not bad here, but then all of a sudden you end up with that hockey mullet, right? Take it off, right? Let's get it over there. But we're going to do something very special here. I'm going in with our new Chi texturizers, so I'm going to grab a ponytail first, and then I'm going to go chop, 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 chop on both sides of that ponytail. Then I will take my fingers, touch the neck, come back up with my shears, and point cut that down. He's going to end up with a nice, what we call concave section going on there, a little concave motion, with a little bit of fringe on the neck. Don't cut the fringe off yet. If she likes it, then I'm a genius. If she doesn't like it, I cut it off, and I'm still a genius. You know? Keep the options open. So we come in here, I'm going to put a little bit more silk in there because I'm taking a fat section. I lost my silk. Is it over here? Oh, here it is. And so then we get that going. Rock?
All right, as you guys can see here, she's already got a cool haircut. She's a fun girl. So I'm going to leave this. This is great. This is fun. This side here, I just took it short. So now she'll have the option, and this can still lay down and look almost like she looked before, just wild on one side, right? But by taking this shorter, now if we do something, we blow it up and look a little bit more like a mohawk on top, or a little bit more twisted up here, or some curls. You make curls up there, then it's going to soften everything down, right? Make it more feminine even. So there's lots of things here we can do. But I want to do this, but did you notice I didn't go as high as they went on this side? You see that? Because I still want to be able to lay this over and have enough hair to make this look thick and like it did before. So a lot of times you can cut a bob or some diagonal forward on somebody, right? You can take that hair off from right there, from below the bridal ridge, cut it short. Now when you comb that back down, they look like they have a classic bob, or swing forward, whatever the hell you want to call it, right? But what happens when they take it and they flip it over? Right? Now they're rock stars. You give them that ability. You've done that for them. You've created something different. They remember that. But they still can look classy if they want to. Also, if you're going to show them how to style their hair classy again, it's like pliable polish. You want to show them how to do it crazy, what do you got? Some twisted fabric. Now you're selling more products too, which makes you more money, guys. What's up, Joe?
Take a look here. Grab the whole section, just grab it. Put the comb there. Chomp, 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 chomp. Texturizer. Step over. Up and down, up and down, up and down, up and down. Right here, I'm actually creating a little bit of a stack with the texturizer. Okay? Hang on to that. Now we come over here. We turn our body like this. And we're going to take these fingers here. Right there. Turn and touch the neck. Touch the neck. Come back up. You see that buckle? The way it got fat there? Because all of a sudden I loosened the top section. And now the bottom is super tight. Place the comb there. You come in here and just point cut this out like this. Look at my finger, because I'm resting my shear on this finger, and it's helping me control everything. Not only that, this shear is really special because it has serrated blade, and I'll explain that to you in just a second. These are our new shears. We spent 2 years developing. The shank is perfect. The distance from your finger to the thumb is perfect without pulling any tendons. Everything is great. And not only that, you can take large sections. Because of the serration, it feeds the hair into the blade. And I'll show you that in a second. Can you shake this out for me real good? Shake it. Beautiful. Now you have a nice line. Now this little stuff down here, don't touch that yet, because I'm still going to stack this. And that's going to probably blend into it a little bit more. Okay? So leave it alone. All right, Rod.
All right. If you notice, I'm just taking it, and as I work back here, blending a little bit to what she's already got. Right there. What did I do? I'm using my comb and my shear together. I pop it in, roll my comb out, see my guide down here, see my guide here, and then I take those off, right? When you work with your comb and your shear together, it's easier, especially on short hair. I can see my guide and still go across of it. When you start grabbing and trying to hold that hair, one is too small. You probably cut yourself. You don't know whether to hold it this way or that way, right? Which way is the best right now? You know when you use your comb, you can see it all. You lock it in there, and then you just clean it up. It's real simple, guys. So sometimes it's easier to come in here visually. Look, I can see where it's heavy, and I just come across. Now when I'm looking some this way, watch this. You can really see. There's a guide, there's a guide. Then I start layering it and investing it in there. Automatically using my guide. This is with my 7-inch shears, okay? Now I'm going to go back in with my thinning shears afterwards and clean it all up. But as you can see, there's no real lines of what I'm cutting. I'm cutting on a diagonal, not on a horizontal, and that makes a big difference. So I'm just going to finish out the top here.
Just prepping my canvas right now, and I'm taking it under because I'm going to come back with some really neat little texturizers. I call them chompers, and we're going to really collapse this down. It's going to be nice. Right here. Very good. So one of the cool things about cutting with serrated blades is the fact that you can control very large sections. Okay? And one of the also amazing things, and I'll show it to you right now, is if you take the hair, and this is dry hair, okay? And I got to show you what I'm talking about. See those little teeth? Okay? This is new technology we created. It's serration on the blade, right there. Okay? Take a look. The light dies out. We're going any further. All right? So when you cut dry hair, you put it in the shear, you close it. What happens? It pushes itself out, right? This won't. Watch. Look at the hair. It's falling backwards. It's gripping into it and it's falling backwards. See that? You try this with any other shear, and what's going to happen? It's going to push it out. This is not going to do that. It's new serration. We took $100 off the show price right now. So right now you can get these for $100 less. So now instead of $399, they're $299. So it's a good deal for you guys to get something new technology. And the shank is, I mean, look at the way designed it is. It comes in further. So your thumb is not over here pulling all those tendons. It's actually offset further. And it's just a perfect fit. One of the best fitting shears we ever had. And we did a lot of work we put into this. Why is there a lot of work? Because we're the only company owned by hairdressers designing products for hairdressers. Not just ordering something we saw that was cool. We designed this. All right, Rob?
All right. I just want to make sure what I did here is just shape it back to the back a little bit. Angle the back with my razor. Same thing coming forward. So it's kind of a little bit of a wedge, but steeper from the back to the front. Now I'm just going to put a little bit of a layer into it. And I'm going to do that just by pulling up here on top. And I'm just going to come through with my razor and sliding out the whole time. Alright? Do it again from this side. And I'm just hitting it right down on my finger. And if you notice, it just cuts a little bit, until I just sit there and keep hitting on it like that. Now I'm only doing this because I want movement, I want roughness. Still, because it's her style. But look here. I'm already softening that down, I got more control. Now when I come back through to texturize in a second, I can do a whole lot more with this. But you can see it starting to move this way, and I pull out all those dead pieces, see? It goes out, you can see the angle even. So it is longer still up here, but I'm taking enough out, see? It's an increasing layer to this side. So it's still going to be heavier on the top, but by the time it flips over, it gives me enough weight down there. Why is that important? Because when you cut this bottom off, right? Now you have to make sure there's enough weight that's going to come back over here so it's not see-through. So like we were talking about, if you're going to do this on a classic bob, right? You can still peel this side. You just got to make sure you're going to have enough hair that can come down so you can't over-layer it, right? If you over-layer it, then it's going to be too thin. So you have to be real careful. So I'll leave it heavier now, dry it, and when I texturize it, I'll be able to see what I need to do.
This is going to be a collapsed bob, and look what I'm pulling out to do it with. Okay, you see these guys? These are called chompers. If you go into the hair directly, you're going to create a straight line. We need to go in at a 45-degree angle to create texture. Let me show you an example here. I want you guys to count with me. All right here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Pretty down straight. And then these are supposed to be creating texture. But what happens if you come back and you do it this way? Let's go to 45. And we're going to point cut. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. It's just texture. I did it twice the amount of time, and it's texture. Why? Because I took it from being straight to a 45. And now I'm collapsing the hair. Now I'm making the hair talk back to me instead of creating lines that I have to get rid of. So, we're coming here at a 45-degree angle, and I'm going to work in a concave motion like this. Right at the bottom, and you start the point cut. Flip around and point cut. All the way through. All right, Brock?
All right, I'm just going in with a chi dryer. This is the hand shot, guys. Our dryer's dry in half the time of any other dryer in the world. Get your dryer, go get a new one, whatever, put it in half and half, and we'll dry it fast. Half as fast. What does that do for you in the salon? Well, in the salon, it saves you money, right? They save you time, saves you money, makes you money. But what's it do for your clients? How do you sell that to your client? Well, if you take 20 minutes a day to blow dry, now it takes 10. That's 70 minutes a week, they say. So let's just call it an hour. They take one day off from drying their hair. That's 52 hours a year, they say. All right? What if they would take 10 minutes to dry their hair? Now they take 5. They save 26 hours a year. All right? You with me? So this is how we get them to buy the dryers and irons. But it's also because their hair's going to look better. You're going to dry silk into the hair every time, which makes it healthier and stronger. But also, your hair color is going to last longer. Because you're making the hair healthier, stronger, shinier. We're driving the silk in there with the negative ionic reaction from the chi dryer. It's not about the heat. It's not the size of the motor. It's the technology inside. If you guys believe Lamborghini and those kind of car companies are making dryers, you're crazy. Alright? They're not. Alright? It's a licensing fee, you know? I mean, let's think about it. Chi's been here. We're the first one with ceramic technology. And you guys know how many companies make flat irons now and say they're like the Chi, they're ceramic, they're ionic, they're this, right? You go buy a soda or you buy a Coke. You get a tissue or you get a Kleenex. People don't get flat iron, they get what? Chi iron. We built the brand name. That's the difference, guys. And the thing is, the technology, by shooting in and making the hair softer from the inside, drying it out from the inside, is it stays shiny, moist, and it pushes the hair color deeper into the shaft. So half the time, save time and money, but the results are better, and that's going to make you more money. Right, Joe?
That's it, man. Take a look. You're talking about saving time. Look at this. Pick your head up now. Now we've created this nice collapsing going on here. You know, see the angle? See how it's just collapsing now to the neck? Yeah, you like that? Thank you. It's okay, okay. But let's think about this. How did we used to do this? Remember I said not to clean this up? It makes sense now, right? Because a few minutes ago you were like this, right? But right now you're like, okay, I get it now. You know, and if she likes that, it's going to be hot. It's feminine, nice touch. And if she doesn't like it, I just take a straight line. It's not a big deal. It takes me 2 seconds. Especially with those shears, right? Because the line stays hard as I'm doing it. So you see how that collapsed. But what did we used to do? You remember how we used to cut this? We would stand like this, upside down, right? Or you'd be standing like that. Or you have to go invisible where you can't even see your fingers. But look at your body, what you're doing when you do stuff like that. What was I doing? I was standing up straight. I had my knees bent. And I just went this way, and then this way, and then that way. And I made sure I was always comfortable. You know, so if I came around this way, and it felt natural, and when I switched to this side, you know, it felt good, it's okay. If not, I switch back to the other side. So then I would switch this way. So you always go with what's more comfortable. But that fell out, and this literally took me just a few seconds to do it. And not only that, it's got a lot of texture and movement on the inside of it. You know, and I like the way it collapses down. So, now we need to layer a little bit in here because she has disconnection because it's so short, and this is still long in the middle. So we're going to do a nice little trick. If you sit down, please. Rock.
All right, you guys can see I'm getting dry here. I'm using my paddle brush right now. This is because I'm wanting to get a lot of it dry, picking it up to get the dryness in there. Notice it was laying to this way when we started. This is the side I cut. So now I'm styling it this side. Now I've made her hair where she can do it wild from both sides, right? Versatility again. Versatility. Now I'm not saying everybody needs to be peeled short, but when you can show them how to style their hair 2 or 3 different ways and get different looks, you're a genius, right? I mean, you're thinking that's their haircut. That's for them. It's not something you just copied out of a book, you know? And when you guys give them the tools so they can go back home and recreate it, like if you're going to use wax on this one, you're going to use twisted fabric, you use pliable polish, it just depends. Now, also the same reason is, look, I'm using my paddle brush. Now, if I want to smooth this in here, what do? I'm going to switch to one of my round brushes. We got boar bristle and nylon, okay? Totally up to you. Hold this, baby. Just 1 second. Guys, we got packs of brushes back here in all sizes. You guys can see them right back there. What do you want? The nylon bristle. Look at this. See this ceramic in here? That's G44 ceramic. So when you heat that up with your G dryer, you're getting that same smoothing action you get with your G iron. Does that make sense? So if you're a round brusher,
think about this.
You can still round brush and get that same smoothness and effect that you get from your G iron. Guys are like, how much are these? I think they're $17, something like that. Really?
Yeah, they dropped the price big time for you. Well, watch this. Hold on. If you take that and think about Peppered Chef, remember that company? Remember? If you start heating up that pizza, ceramic pizza pan, you start heating this side gets hot too, because the ceramic helps the heat travel. It's the same concept. So if your blow dryer's over here, it's still getting hot on this side because the ceramic's pulling the energy back to it. It's very cool technology, okay? Think about that. You think it's just a brush. It's not just a brush. It's ionically closing the cuticle. We're continuously making the hair better. Okay, so we're gonna take everything like this together. All of it. We'll do this quickly, right here. We get to this section. Her head is not flat or square, so I will bend my fingers to the natural shape. I'm coming in with my texturized and I'm point cutting all the way in, like this. We're just gonna connect a little bit of that, okay? And then you drop it and look how it falls. It's gonna match the rest of the way the rest of the hair is falling there. You like that? Yeah. It's very simple. Don't cross-check this, you'll throw up, okay? Just look at it, because this is art, right? It's art. If you go in there and start checking this, you're gonna make a damn bubble. Right? Because you're going, oh my God, and you're going to clean it up. Oh my God, and you're going to clean it up. Leave it alone. Now this next side over here, watch. Come in here, see that side right there? We're going to come over here, I'm just going to take everything like this, above the ear, and then we'll turn her sideways. And I'm going to cut the top of that section just slightly shorter. So we're here, and we come in point cut. We're point cutting now. All right? Just like that. And I'm point cutting with texturizers. When I take this over here and I release it, now, look how it just collapses. But I pulled it away from the face so that when it came back down, it felt longer in front of the face. Right? Short to long. Short to long. Just like that. And then right here on the fringe line, I come over here, I grab it all together, I come this way, right above the eye, whatever will reach. Whatever will reach, right above the eye. And then I come in and I just point cut this a little bit too. A little bit shorter on top. Point cut that out. And now look what happens here. Now it breaks it up, and you can see that it's flowing into the face there. And we also shattered the color line, so now the color line is fusing in. Can you see that now? So it's not like blonde, brown, right? Now you have a fusion of the two colors together coming in there. I like the way that exposes two different colors over the both eyes like that, right?
Now you guys see, I'm taking the number 1 G iron again, right? Driving it back, so back into the hair, and I'm gonna start shaping the front with this. Oops, 89 bucks, guys. And you're gonna get a free thermal pouch with it so it can hang on your side while you're working. $89, you're never gonna find them that cheap. The key is here, for 90 bucks, you can take these back and retail the heck out of them. Make $10, make $20, make $30. Don't try to make $100. This gets people back in the salon. And plus they're gonna buy Silk Infusion, Silk Therapy, the hairsprays, right? They're gonna buy the product. What else happens? Their hair color lasts longer, so they love you. Their hair looks better, so the client, other people notice their hair. Also, they're gonna tell their friends, I can get it from you can go get it from my stylist for 100 bucks, 110. Who cares if you make 10 bucks? Buy 20 today, and now you still make $200 off your irons. Because you're gonna sell them all day long at that price. All right, but it gets people into your salon. So today, if you buy 1 G iron, that's okay, you need one. But if you buy 10, you're a business person. And you'll notice who the business people are when they buy. You can tell how they buy. They buy in bulk, right? It's like Sam's Club. What do they do in bulk? For business people. Same thing, guys.
Yeah, you use the concept that we talked about yesterday. You think Walmart makes their money when they sell you something? They really make their money when they buy that product at a low cost in a big bulk, and then they sell it to you, right? Because they got it way below margin, like you have today. Lowest prices we've ever had in 10 years, right now. And it's our gift to you guys to help the economy, okay? So we're coming in here and watch what's happening. I'm lifting the hair, and I keep the shear pointing away from the model like that, from the customer, because I don't want to go in and accidentally poke her. Because you know how it is in the salon. Even though you're talking to her, even though you're cutting her hair, you're still in that conversation behind you, right? And you'll be sitting there cutting, going, I know, girl, right? And then you'll stab her. So in order to not do that, point it the other direction and just come up and just kind of just zip it back towards you, all right? That way if you screw up, you poke yourself, not them. And that's also softening that line a little bit more. I'll come a little bit more into the top part. Just kind of break that up. And look what I'm doing it on. I'm doing it on dry hair. Think about it. Think about it. You can't tell where you need the volume on wet hair. You can't tell where the weight's at on wet hair. Why would you go in there and start tearing hair up with these things on wet hair when you really can't see what you're supposed to be doing? Okay? Do it on the dry hair. This is called landscaping. This is called the pretty button. Okay? It's like you have the computer and you have the pretty button when you have the Photoshop, right? All of a sudden you push it and all the wrinkles are gone, everything's gone. This is the same thing here. We come in here and I start making it a little bit softer. I make it a little bit taller. Yeah, this is the regular shear here. Be careful, they're very, very, very sharp. Very sharp. And I have the 6.25 shear. I also have the 5.5 shear, smaller one, and then the texturizers, and I also have the choppers. Okay? So all of those are together. But that's what we're doing right here. Right? Just come in here and start knocking it out very softly. That looks great, Rob.
Thanks, Mark.
And her hair looks good too, man.
If you guys can see here now, I already put the magnified volume in. I didn't backcomb or tease to do a lot up here, did I? Look at the volume I have. Going back into the magnified volume finishing spray. Now, her fringe is cut to come this way, because this is the way she normally wears it, right? Yeah? But I showed her she can wear it this way if she uses her G iron and the right products. You see what I did? What did I do? I showed her how I can style her fringe in this style here, the opposite way of what she normally wears it. But it's going to take what? the right products to do it. And that's a fact. Because if I cut it to go this way, then I got a problem coming back this way. So, I can cut it to go both ways. I left her natural style that she already had, and I really only switched up this side over here. But as I go in there, look, I can get more volume just by using the magnified volume hairspray. Guys, I know there's only one of these sets left back there for $12, right behind you. One purple can set. They were sold out yesterday, but somebody found one behind something else. So this is the best deal you're gonna get. First one there gets it.
We're out of time. Here, check this out. One little thing here, and we're gonna let her go. I'm gonna take this up way over